Capsule compounding. In this video, we will be demonstrating the proper way to compound capsules using the electronic balance. We will also provide examples of good and bad capsules. Commercially, there are two types of capsules available: soft gelatin and hard gelatin. The types of capsules used will depend on the contents of the capsule. In the Pharmacy Skills Laboratories, we will only be using hard gelatin capsules. Capsule sizes range from a 5, which is the smallest, to a 000, which is the largest and generally used for veterinary compounding. There are even larger capsules available which are only used for large animal dosing. The capsule sizes used in our laboratories will include 3, 2, 1, 0, and 00. When compounding, select the smallest size capsule that will hold the required amount of powder to maintain pharmaceutical elegance and ease of swallowing. There are two parts to a hard gelatin capsule: the head or cap, which is the shorter end, and the body, which is the longer end. The head slips onto the body to close the capsule once the capsule is properly packed. Some capsules lock and some do not. Components that will be punched into the capsule should be triturated in a mortar and pestle to as fine a powder as possible. Geometric dilution should be used if there is a threefold or greater difference in the weights of the powders to be combined. After the ingredients have been triturated together, scrape all of the powder out of the mortar and transfer it onto the center of the pill tile. Gently pat the pile of powder flat with a spatula to make it easier to punch the capsules. Whey paper must always be used on the balance pan. Place an empty capsule of the same size that was used for punching on the electronic balance pan. Then tare or zero the balance to cancel out the weight of the gelatin shell and the whey paper. Be sure to remove the capsule shell after zeroing the balance. The balance should read a negative number. Always punch the powder into the body of the capsule, not the head. The powder should never be poured into a capsule body. However, it is permissible to initially scoop some powder into the capsule, then punch the remainder of the powder into the body using a firm, even motion. Before weighing the capsule, the head should be placed gently over the body to prevent spilling the powder onto the balance. Do not lock the capsule until the proper weight has been achieved. Then place the punched capsule on the electronic balance to determine the weight of the powder inside. If the capsule is too heavy, remove the head and empty a small amount of powder back onto the pill tile. Replace the head and reweigh the capsule. If the capsule is too light, remove the head and punch more powder into the capsule from the pill tile. Replace the head and reweigh the capsule. Repeat this process until the weight of the capsule is accurate. However, an accurately weighed capsule may still be underfilled or overfilled. If the correct weight is reached, but the powder is very loose inside, the capsule is underfilled. The powder must be emptied out and punched into a smaller capsule. If the correct weight is reached but the capsule cannot be locked, it is overfilled. The powder must be emptied out and punched into a larger capsule. When the weight and fill of the capsule is correct, lock the capsule. Gently push the head down onto the body of the capsule until a click is felt. Do not push too hard, as the capsule shell can become dented or overlocked. Once the capsule is locked, shake it to evenly distribute the powder into the head of the capsule. Wipe off the surface of the gelatin capsule with a clean, dry paper towel to remove any excess powder. This is an example of an unacceptable capsule because the surface is dull and gritty looking. It is also overlocked and dented, and the powder has not been evenly distributed. This is an example of an acceptable capsule because the surface is shiny, it is properly locked, and the powder evenly distributed. The techniques demonstrated in this video are a basic guide for properly hand punching capsules. As always, practice is needed to achieve proficiency.